This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Dane County health officials are outlining a new plan to reopen the county, hopeful that we're making progress.
It's being called Forward Dane. Madeline O'Neill shows us what the plan looks like and what restrictions are already being lifted tomorrow. Maddie?
Well, starting tomorrow, an emergency order allows disc golf courses and tennis courts to open. It also lifts travel restrictions that were part of the county's Safer at Home order, along with a criminal penalty for violating that. Businesses are also able to conduct minimum operations that will allow them to prepare to reopen safely as health officials put out guidelines on how they can do so.
We know that it's hard
to accept where we are because of the pandemic.
to not be able to be close to your friends and loved ones.
But Dane County health officials say we're getting closer to some type of normalcy, releasing a roadmap for phased reopening called Forward Dane.
We want to be able to provide information about what to expect.
The plan takes into account 9 metrics, including COVID-19 cases per day, tests conducted, and community spread, to determine when to move on to the next phase. With the new order, we're going into the prepare for safe reopen phase until at least May 26th. At that point, the county will see if we've met the criteria to enter phase 1 of the plan.
And that's when salons can open and you may be able to get more than takeout from your restaurant.
In phase 1, Director of Public Health Madison and Dane County, Janelle Heinrich, says most businesses will be able to reopen at a 25% capacity. In phases 2 and 3, restrictions are loosened. But health officials don't want to move too quickly. Each phase will last a minimum of 2 weeks, which equals 1 COVID-19 incubation period.
This is where we are for right now.
While it's not where most of us want to be, eager to get back to our favorite places.
Everyone, my family included.
Heinrich says what we do right now will determine where we end up and how quickly we get there.
The more we can kind of keep on doing what we've been doing, the better off we're all going to be.
There are a number of criteria that need to be met to move through these phases. We know these can be complicated and there's a lot to them. So for a complete breakdown, we do have a link on our website.
Maddie, thank you. Also today, Greene County has lifted its emergency orders. According to a release, the County District Attorney's Office says the order may not be enforceable under current county ordinances. The County Health Department Director says while the order has been lifted, the coronavirus is still there and is encouraging businesses and individuals to take appropriate precautions. Getting a look at the statewide numbers now, only about 3% of tests over the last 24 hours have come back positive. There were more than 200 new cases reported in that time, bringing the statewide total to more than 12,700. Nearly 460 people have died.
Governor Evers says his administration is done trying to create a statewide rule for combating the coronavirus. He addressed it during today's press conference with the Department of Health Services.
It just doesn't make any sense to spend a lot of time doing something that we know isn't going to be successful.
Earlier today, the administration pulled their scope statement, which is the outline for the emergency rule mandated by state law. It showed intent to write a rule similar to, if not the same as, the old Safer at Home order. But today they decided not to move forward. Their reason, because the Republican legislature won't approve it anyway. Republicans have yet to produce a plan for how the state should move forward, but Assembly Democrats last week proposed ideas for health care, the economy, and voting. Their proposal includes Medicaid expansion, hazard pay for health care workers, tax cuts for essential workers, grants for small businesses, and vote-by-mail legislation.
State advocates for people with disabilities and minority voters have filed a federal lawsuit demanding changes be made for the upcoming elections in Wisconsin. The lawsuit argues that not enough has been done since the April 7th primary to ensure that the upcoming elections can be conducted safely.
So we wanted to go forward and put some pressure on the WEC, the Wisconsin Elections Commission, to do more, and I think that's the time to do more to make the election safe and accessible.
Disability Rights Wisconsin is based in Milwaukee. It is asking a judge to order more poll workers be hired and every voter in the state receive an absentee ballot application, among other things.
Wisconsin residents have now received more than $1 billion in unemployment benefits through yesterday, according to new numbers from the Department of Workforce Development. The state portion of that, about $418 million. The rest is federal. In all, they've got more than 2.1 million weekly claims. About 2/3 of those have now been paid out. And the phone's still ringing. 4.2 million calls received since mid-March. This week started with 4,207 initial applications filed just yesterday alone. It's about a third of the peak week for those applications, which was the week starting March 29th. Getting a look outside now. It feels like it's been pretty much nonstop rain for a couple days now, but there's a nice change on the way later this week. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with our first warn forecast. Gary?
Eric, the rain actually started Saturday night. We had a nice day Saturday, but yesterday was certainly a wet day. We had heavy rain in parts of the area. And today, the rain wasn't heavy, but it was persistent or just like a wind-blown drizzle. The time-lapse from the WIC Skycam shows just how cloudy and gray it was with some occasional light rain or drizzle through the day. Nothing really heavy, but it didn't really clear up at all day. You can see the heavier showers are to our north and east across northern Lake Michigan, a few down to the south across northern Illinois. Not seeing anything really heavy across southern Wisconsin, but there is some drizzle out there, and we'll see some light rain showers at times. Temperatures have dropped into the upper 40s to lower 50s. These temperatures aren't going to fall very much further. In fact, by morning, I think we'll be around 50 degrees. Look for the shower chances mainly east of Madison to end tomorrow morning. Skies will remain cloudy through the day, so it won't be quite as cool, though. Our high temperature topping out at 64. Looks like we'll be back to around 70 with some sunshine by Wednesday, and we'll warm up for the Memorial Day weekend. I'll have more details coming up in just a few minutes.
President Trump says he's currently taking a controversial drug to stop him from catching the coronavirus, despite FDA warnings not to. During a roundtable with restaurant executives, the president revealed he's been taking the drug hydroxychloroquine along with zinc for nearly 2 weeks to prevent him from getting the virus.
I'm taking it, hydroxychloroquine. Right now, yeah. It's been around for 40 years for malaria, for lupus, for other things. I take it. Frontline workers take it. A lot of doctors take it.
The FDA has said hydroxychloroquine should only be used for COVID-19 by patients being monitored in a hospital. The president says he consulted the White House physician before taking it.
The U.S. death toll from coronavirus is now at 90,000 and counting, but more and more states are taking steps toward a return to normal life. Elise Preston with the latest national headlines.
Nearly every state in the country has started to ease social distancing restrictions.
6 foot, please. 6 foot.
Lines formed outside a San Diego County casino before its doors opened Monday. California Governor Gavin Newsom says the state is getting ready to give more industries a green light to restart.
Sporting events, pro sports, in that first week or so of June without spectators.
Shopping malls have reopened in Broward County, Florida, but there were few customers to be seen on day one.
I feel like we're in a zombie movie.
Even hard-hit states are lifting their lockdown orders. Shopkeepers in Ridgewood, New Jersey say they've been waiting for this.
We'll take anything we can get. At this time, I mean, we'll take it. After 8 weeks, I'm willing to do anything, whatever it takes.
But at the Jersey Shore, crowds seem to ignore the requirement to stay physically apart.
We've got to enforce this, but I also don't want to start World War III.
In Texas, daycare centers can now reopen. On Friday, so can bars, bowling alleys, and zoos.
COVID-19 still exists in Texas. Our goal is to find ways to coexist with COVID-19 as safely as possible.
Parts of New York are staying shut indefinitely.
We are not opening our beaches in the near term. It is not safe. It is not the right thing to do in the epicenter of this crisis.
The city may fence off its shoreline in order to discourage people from congregating there. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Now, Connecticut is the only state that has yet to lift any of its coronavirus restrictions. It will start to do so on Wednesday.
Memorial Day is going to look different this year. The Veterans Affairs Administration is forbidding volunteers from placing flags on the gravestones at military cemeteries, and some are canceling services altogether. The National Cemetery Administration said it made the difficult decision not to hold Memorial Day events, which includes placing flags at grave sites, saying in part, quote, "These activities attract thousands of volunteers annually. Limiting the number of volunteers is not practical." Our other big story of the day, we are learning new details tonight about what led to the shooting death of former Verona High School student Shay Watson. Today, the suspect, 15-year-old Mygie Sanders, made his first appearance in court. Right now, he's being charged as an adult, but his lawyer can argue to have it moved down into juvenile court. According to court documents made public today, police believe Sanders shot Watson in the back of the head in his garage after trying to grab a bag of marijuana from him. That's what a witness told police. In an interview last fall, police say Sanders admitted he owed Watson $100 for marijuana. Sanders is now being held on a $500,000 cash bail and will be back in court next Thursday.
And new tonight at 10, the wrongful death lawsuit filed on behalf of the surviving families of two Wisconsin brothers who disappeared after taking a work trip to Missouri has now been settled. According to records out of Caldwell County, the court ruled in favor of the families of Nick and Justin Diemel, awarding them $2 million in settlement plus attorney's fees. The civil suit was filed in December. Garland Nelson is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of the Shawano County brothers, along with multiple other charges. Still to come tonight, Gary will rejoin us with our updated forecast of when that rain will come to an end.
Plus, the latest efforts to restore hazard pay for hundreds of local workers.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Save with 0% financing on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
This week, you're going to get more at the Brothers Made Memorial Day Super Sale. Get in now with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Right now, improving your home is more convenient at Maine with up to 18-month 0% financing. And we make getting more easy with expert delivery free and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. The Memorial Day Super Sale for more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. It all ends Monday at the Brothers Made, your local store for more since 1938.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. So we're helping by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can, so you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Bad sleep?
The worst.
There's really no excuse for bad sleep during the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and save 25% on our original Doctor's Choice lineup. Or check out the Summit Queen, only $189.99. Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets, and get a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate, plus 5 years, no interest. The Memorial Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
The law offices of Gingras, Thompson, and Walks are here to support our community through this challenging time. We thank everyone bringing invaluable services to our neighbors. The Gingras, Thompson, and Walks team remains available to assist in any way.
Right now at Wild Easttown Honda, sign and drive a new all-wheel drive CRV for $299. That's $299 with 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 due at start at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Addie's back on Tuesday morning, and she'll be bringing some good news about our rising temperatures.
And we'll tell you how some professional photographers are thinking outside the box when it comes to documenting this historic time.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Wisconsin branch of a national union is not giving up on its fight to restore hazard pay for those who work at Kroger grocery stores in the state.
Yesterday, the nationwide chain ended its $2 an hour hero pay, instead offering its employees a one-time bonus of $400 for full-timers, $200 for part-time workers. The political director for United Food and Commercial Workers Local 1473 said that money will not go as far as hourly increases for workers who are in just as dangerous of a situation as they were days ago. She said with the increased demand, many part-time workers are clocking near full-time hours but won't see the same benefits.
I think that Kroger should be leading by example and really setting the standard.
We know that what happens with a lot of these large retailers is that when one domino falls, then they all fall.
Bartol said the union is negotiating on a national level to try to get the hero pay back. Kroger did not respond to a request for comment on this story. Kroger owns Pick and Save, Roundy's, and Metro Market stores here in Wisconsin.
Target has become the first major retailer to extend hero pay to its hourly employees. In an email to workers this morning, Target CEO Brian Cornell said the company would extend a number of benefits, including its $2 per hour temporary wage increase through July 4th. The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is unveiling an upcoming digital concert. This Thursday at 7:30 p.m., the WCO will air a recorded PBS Wisconsin rebroadcast of one of the most popular concerts on the Square performances. You can watch online for free at WCOconcerts.org. The WCO has delayed its famous Concerts on the Square series by 5 weeks due to the pandemic. It is scheduled to kick off on Tuesday, July 28th. In the meantime, the WCO has unveiled a new logo and website. WCOconcerts.org will put musicians in the spotlight, bridging the gap between the audience and artist.
Organizers are moving Live on King Street online this year. Normally, the free outdoor concert series happens Friday nights throughout this summer. This year, Majestic Madison and FPC Live will live stream 7 free concerts every Friday, 8 p.m. starting this week. You can watch on the Majestic Madison Facebook page. Well, just like in the Madison area, the weather across northeastern Wisconsin has been on repeat the last few days, leading to some localized flooding. This is video from Green Bay. The constant rain made some roads impassable there, causing many vehicles to make U-turns and find alternative routes.
And here's Gary with a look at our forecast.
Which is exactly what you should do if you come across flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. Doesn't take much water, about 18 to 24 inches to start floating a vehicle, so find a different way if you've encountered flooded roads. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue across much of southern Wisconsin, even though we've had rain the last 2 days. Most of the rain has been absorbed, at least over our viewing area. The time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in southwestern Wisconsin, Platteville, shows gray skies and occasional light rain showers or some drizzle. They had the least amount of rain across southern Wisconsin. The heavier totals were east of Madison. On high-resolution Doppler radar, you can see some light showers drifting in from Lake Michigan. There's some drizzle out there as well as areas of fog. But for the most part, we're not seeing any heavy precipitation, which is good news. And most of this should wind down by tomorrow morning for areas east of Madison. West of Madison probably won't see any rain at all tomorrow. But over the last couple of days, just the last 48 hours, you can see heavy rain totals of 3 to 6 inches in parts of the Chicago area. Over the last week, some areas have picked up 7 to 8 inches down there. But general 1 to 3 inch rainfalls over much of eastern Wisconsin, east of Madison. You head out toward La Crosse, that area, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. But any rain has been helpful for central Wisconsin, where the fire danger has been pretty high. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Those showers east of Madison will end tomorrow morning. Skies will still remain cloudy, but at least with the showers out of the way, temperatures should be able to at least get back into the middle 60s. Mild weather returns for Wednesday and Thursday with sunny skies. High temperatures will crack the 70-degree mark, and then 80s should return by the weekend, but we could see some showers and thunderstorms. The problem that we've been running into, we thought this weather system would be out of here late Sunday night or early this morning. But what's happened is the low pressure system that's been spinning around through the Midwest has been held up by Tropical Storm Arthur, the first named tropical storm in the season. Just kind of sideswiped North Carolina and is off the Virginia shore, now starting to wind down and will be picked up by the jet stream winds and pulled out in the Atlantic Ocean. But what it did was it just kind of held this weather system back for another day. Now that Arthur is moving out to sea, this weather system will start pulling out. That should allow at least some sunshine farther out to the west to move in. And just getting the sunshine in here will start warming our temperatures up. But it'll take another day at least to clear the clouds out of here, even though these areas of low pressure to our south will start pulling off. The clouds will still linger and then eventually start breaking up tomorrow night. As we look at current temperatures, they've been pretty uniform. Low to mid 50s for much of the evening hours. It's actually been a little warmer to our north and west, where temperatures made it into the 70s, where there was some sunshine in northern Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. But on future tracking, you can see the clouds continuing tonight. Here's the showers tomorrow morning. They'll pull on out. The skies start clearing out tomorrow night, and then we'll be back to sunshine by Wednesday. That will get temperatures back up to around the 70-degree mark. So for tomorrow, still cloudy. Showers east of Madison should end in the morning. Otherwise, it won't be quite as cool with a high temperature of 64 degrees. And as we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, see temperatures back in the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. By the weekend, we'll look for high temperatures up around 80 degrees. Some shower and thunderstorm chances Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day, Monday. Monday and even into next week, but those temperatures upper 70s to around 80 degrees. That's actually a little above normal. The average high temperature now should be around 70, and we haven't been near that other than a day or two in the last week or 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that all looks great.
Hey, whatever it takes to get our temperatures back to where they need to be.
Thank you, Gary.
Sure.
All right, look out, Gary. Coming up in sports, J.J. Watt, the weatherman. The former Badger breaks down his forecasts and much more. A one-on-one interview with Zach. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Every day, our doctors and nurses, our cooks, housekeepers, therapists, and every member of your healthcare team give the most of themselves to care for you, to care for our community. These are your champions of health. When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With exciting special offers and deals across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
Yeah, I'm a professional remodeler, and I go to Nuns. Why? Well, my clients love them because they have all those snazzy-looking countertops. You know, like beautiful marble countertops, stunning quartz slabs, you name it. To be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, who needs all that glitz and glamour from a counter? But my clients love those snazzy-looking countertops, so we go to Nuns.
Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
It's Slumberland's huge memorial sale. The best time to freshen up your home and save big. Get this love seat absolutely free when you buy the sofa for only $5.98. Our best-selling Adirondack chairs are back for just $188, our lowest price ever. If you've been waiting for our very best deals, this is it. And get free no-contact shipping with no minimum. Now is the time to save on your favorite things. The memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Every day, our doctors and nurses, our cooks, housekeepers, therapists, and every member of your healthcare team give the most of themselves to care for you, to care for our community. These are your champions of health.
Almost as soon as J.J. Watt stepped onto the field with the Texans, he became a star. And now the former Badger is branching out with his talents. Earlier today, we caught up with J.J. about his new Ultimate Tag show, cooking, and the possibility of a new career once his NFL days are over.
Wow. That was one of the easiest and smoothest tags I've ever seen.
How does Ultimate Tag host J.J. Watt sound to you?
It sounds great, man. It sounds great because you didn't include my brother's names either, which for a little brotherly competition, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I'm guessing you three kind of had some Ultimate Tag moments growing up. Would that be fair to say?
Oh, yeah, we had plenty. It would always end with somebody crying to mom, somebody with a bruise or a broken arm or something like that. So we had some ultimate moments in the backyard playing tag for sure.
Now, I noticed during the quarantine you were sharpening your cooking skills. Where are you with that?
Trying. I was trying. I'm still not great. I have improved slightly, but I keep setting off the fire alarm. No matter how high I set the oven hood fan to, somehow I still set off the fire alarm every time. So I'm working, I'm getting better, but I'm not there yet.
Not 100% sure if a sunset is considered weather, but that's what we're updating you on tonight.
You're giving weather reports. Is that maybe your new career after football?
It is currently snowing sideways. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not. If you can't, you probably think I'm an idiot.
I think that I can fill a role as the everyday weatherman. I don't have any meteorology background. I don't have any green screen. I don't have any knowledge whatsoever of what I'm saying when I'm telling the weather. But I'm telling it from a regular guy's perspective when he walks outside and looks up at the sky. So I think that people can relate to that. I hope that they never take my meteorology reports seriously because I have no idea what I'm saying.
Did you ever think that you'd be at this position? I mean, you're co-hosting this show with your brothers. You're all playing in the NFL. You're all doing all these really cool things. As a young kid growing up, you're like, I want to do that. You're living your dream.
Right. I had the dream of playing in the NFL, and so I did picture myself in that role someday. I mean, how realistic you think it is at the time when you're a kid, who knows? But I know that I never pictured what it would end up being, and especially everything that came along with it. I mean, being able to host TV shows with my brothers and being able to experience some of the things that I've been able to experience in life, I'm very fortunate and thankful. It's truly been a wild ride, and I look forward to seeing where it goes from here.
And we're back after this.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With exciting special offers and deals across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
With unlimited from Metro and the new iPhone SE, Gabriel rules. After a hard day on the job, he's still working hard, making sure a family tradition stays a tradition. Get the brand new iPhone SE for less than $100 when you switch to Metro. And right now, get 4 lines of unlimited for just $25 each. Metro, that's all Gabriel needs to rule his day.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Go to Amazon.com/skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Gary's here with the final check.
Well, just some very light showers coming in off of Lake Michigan, bringing a few sprinkles east of Madison. For the most part, any precipitation that occurs tonight is going to be brief and light. Temperatures right now are hovering around 50, give or take a degree or two either direction, and it looks like those temperatures will remain nearly steady overnight. Tomorrow we'll still see plenty of clouds, but the showers east of Madison in the afternoon will probably be dry, getting our high temperature up to 64. And then after that, those temperatures get into the 70s, some 80s as we head toward the Memorial Day weekend, although there'll be some chances of thunderstorms at that time.
Wish Gary a happy 39th birthday.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us at 10.
Do something good. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinan.
Sunday's New York Times featured a 16-page opinion section entitled "The Cities We Need." It's an extraordinary piece of journalism examining the current challenges and problems cities are facing, if not causing, their role in racial and economic injustice, and their potential to create a healthier, more just world. It's a lot of words, but I recommend it. I also recommend you find on YouTube a video essay by Reverend Dr. Alex G. entitled "A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words." It is a powerful indictment of a nation that has simultaneously grown more tolerant of white expressions of power and hatred while ignoring blatant, cowardly, and too often deadly acts against African Americans. It exposes a dichotomy that is immoral and demands a response from white people. This pandemic is exposing a lot of ugly truths about our nation. Fixing them will require a lot of words, a lot of pictures, but most of all, action.